Hello, my name is Juha Riverhill and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we have one fine topic again, and I'm going to speak about the perfect relationship. Is it possible to find one, and how to find one? Entire life of mine I've been more or less searching for a perfect relationship. And I noticed that in one time I was expecting it and waiting it so much that I couldn't get it because of waiting and expecting. So in time I learned how not to wait. And when I stopped waiting, I started to receive. And I understood that receiving was the main thing. So being open to receive is the key point to everything. So then I was thinking about it before making this video that I found 5 key points how to get the perfect relationship. And how is it possible even to find one is that we all are entitled to have a relationship. It's good to go to everybody, You should have one, I should have one, we all should have perfect relationship. But usually we are either hanging in a bad relationship because of some kind of promises, vows, marriage vows or something like that, or promising somebody something already in a past life that we are together eternity. And those things are blocking you enormously. But what you need to do is that first get rid of those vows and promises from past lives and this life. That is the first step. And then second step is to be love and to be in your heart, to be open to receive perfect relationship or perfect love. Well, third one then is then coming close to us. I ask you a question, do you love yourself? Do you value yourself? Do you think you're worth of having love? And that is one of the major keys to receive perfect relationship, is that you're saying to yourself, I'm good enough to receive perfect love. I'm good enough. I'm enough. And actually, I am perfect as I am. And it's not that you're saying it once to yourself. You need to say it many times. And when you are repeating that, your subconscious mind starts to open up and release old stuff. And release old belief systems that are saying, oh, I'm too ugly, I'm too short, I'm this and that and that. Like when I was younger, I was feeling that I'm always too short. I'm a pretty short guy, so I was thinking all the guys are so tall and they're getting all the good girls. And then later on, when I realized that it's not up to that, it's that I love myself as I am. I'm enough like this. I'm good enough. I am perfect as I am. So that is also one of the major keys of being sexy and desirable, is that you start to think about that. I'm good as I am. I'm perfect as I am. But it starts from that perhaps you should go in front of a mirror and look yourself, even naked if you want to, and go and look your body and think about the spots that you don't like and start to love them. Start to like yourself, start to like your physical appearance, and especially those spots that you don't like about yourself. And when you start to love yourself, when you start to like your reflection from mirror, then everything starts to work and you start to feel better. You start to think that you are good enough. You start to think that you are perfect as you are. And that's what you need, don't you? You need that. And then when you grow in yourself, it's also really attractive and really sexy as a person, that they're feeling comfortable in their body and in their skins, you know. So it's really important that you start to like yourself. Not like that you start to get pride that, oh, I'm so handsome and yeah, I'm so beautiful, and then ignoring everybody. It doesn't mean that. It means that you are being in peace with yourself. And when you are gaining that, then fourth step would be that you find out what you really want. What kind of a relationship you want. Do you want long-term relationship, eternal? No, not internal. Internal. Don't even think about that. But a lifetime kind of a relationship. If you are a person who wants that kind of a relationship, it's totally fine. But then, if you might have a feeling that, okay, I want to live with woman, I want to live with man, I want to live with two men or two women or whatever that is also fine. Because as a human beings, we are allowed to choose who we are going to live with, how and who are we going to have a relationship with. And that's totally up to you. It's not up to church or somebody else to decide what you want, because it's how you're feeling inside. What do you need? So you probably could write down few sentences. What kind of relationship I want? And then also think about probably 5 to 10 different desires or needs that you need about in a relationship. And what do you need in totally? As a human being and woman and man, what do you need? What are your sexual needs? What do you want to experience? And write them down. Don't show them anybody else. Put them on your phone or in a paper and hide it. Especially if you are in a relationship already and you've been thinking about another. So it's really important that you keep your own desires in yourself, but you have to acknowledge them. But especially if you are in a relationship and if you are been having a trouble in a relationship with your spouse, and then the other person finds out what kind of desires you have, and you never have spoken with a person about them. So then you are in trouble, obviously. But also, it's a really private thing, I think. It's really private thing. It's not any public information, even though you're a public figure, but it's not a public thing. So it's really, for me at least, it's really a personal thing to know what I want, to know what I need as a human being. But then, when you have found out what are your needs as a man, woman, or human being, and what do you need in a relationship, then you are aware of that. And finding through a relationship, it's not about that somebody else, angels or your spirit guides or divine brings you the perfect relationship. It's about that you also acknowledge your own needs, own feelings, and then when you're discovering these things, you grow. You grow in yourself. You start to realize that how good you are and what you need, and you are able to get it. You have to be able to learn also in this process. Divine or unconditional love doesn't bring us things just like this, like some kind of an order from the menu from the restaurant, and after 5 to 30 minutes we get the meal. No, it's not like that. We need to also grow in us, to acknowledge who am I, what are my needs. And the fifth step to receive the perfect relationship is obviously the ordering. I'm believing in a system that we can order things from unconditional love. And now we have acknowledged what we need. We have realized what kind of a relationship you want. And when you are acknowledging, what kind of things you need. You also, want to give a little advice, because I've done it a couple of times and I found it that is easy method. This whole method that I'm showing you now, it's really easy way to receive love and receive perfect relationship. What you need right now is that also when you are making the order, then you cannot make it too difficult. You might have a list of 100 spots in your list saying that what kind of a man or woman you need, and you cannot have that. There are not enough James Deans and Frank Sinatras and so on, and Pamela Andersons and Elizabeth Taylors. There's not enough of that, and we cannot order from the list that kind of a woman or man I want, but you can do it. Think about 5 different things actually that we need in a relationship. And those key points are that what kind of intellectual we have, what kind of thoughts we have, so that thoughts are matching with our partner and our moral and all that. And then we need to match the heart things, the love things, that we both have as that becoming partner and you are having a perfect match in a heart, so that we think about same way about love, we think same way what kind of a love we need. And then that's step 2. And then third one would be that what kind of a sexuality we have, so that they match. Our needs are matching and so on. And then the fourth one would be that also our life situation is matching, so that we have adjustable lives. That's one major thing. And also, what you need is that you get excited about each other continuously. Those 5 things are the major things we want to order from divine or our spirit guides. What kind of relationship you need. You have made a list about your needs, right? We just made it before. And then you know what kind of, and then you have acknowledged that what kind of needs you have. And then we have these 5 points that I said to you. And now we can make the order without thinking too much. Because if we are making too detailed order, it won't come, or just they can't deliver it. And so I think then we are ready to step 5. So step 5 is then ordering the perfect relationship. So first, say that I am love, I'm in my heart, and I'm listening. And as love, I want to connect from my heart to Divine's heart. And you can say to Divine that you love him as he is, and you know that he loves you as you are. And then saying simply that, please Divine, or my spirit guides or angels, bring me the perfect relationship that I need right now. You know my needs, but I want that our intellectual, our heart and love, understanding, and also the sexuality are matching. And also our life situation is matching, and that we are getting excited about each other continuously. And so be it. Thank you, Divine. Thank you that it can be so. So this is really simple and easy way of doing it. But then I want to remind you about something. When you're making your order, you are making the energy go. So when you are making the order, it's like a plus in a magnetism. It's a positive kind of a magnetism. You are sending out the order. Then your unconditional love or divine is replying. So when you have made the order, you will receive the delivery. So they start to close to each other. and they're like magnetism. In a magnetism, they are pulling each other towards each other, and soon you will get your order. But when you start to wait, what happens? Your order is no longer plus kind of energy, but it's going to be minus. So order is minus, and your ordering is minus, and your delivery is minus. So what happens? They start to pull away from each other. So what happens eventually, it might go away. The whole order might just vanish in the air. But then you have to think about it. Don't wait. That is my advice for you. If you just open up to receive, you will receive it. And you will receive perfect love. So I hope that it helped you. I showed you now five major steps to find a perfect relationship. I hope all the more energies and all that for you, and I hope you find the perfect love, the perfect match. All the best to you. Love you. Bye.